Welcome back. Welcome back, y'all. Kings and Queens. We're talking United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. The New York Police Department is now reporting that they believe the suspect involved in Brian Thompson's killing has left New York. You think? You think? Do you not think he was on the first thing smoking, headed back to his country, having a glass of champagne? I told you this was a professional job, okay? It's like, where's Waldo? Okay, this man was probably flown in by a billionaire. He came in 10 days before, which is why you can't trace his steps from the bus, which is why you can't trace anything, because I believe there's more than one party involved in this. When you piss off a group of investors, you put your life on the line. When you cash in over $15 million of stock, you better believe Mr. Big and his boys will come looking for you. Why do I say that? Let's talk about it. For those of you who are just tuned in, or if you're new to the channel, welcome to the palace. I am Queen Sheba. I cover a variety of hot topics specific to reality television. But most importantly, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience.
Subscribe now.
Initially, when I saw the assailant's photo, I thought, you've got to be kidding me. Ain't no way. Nobody's that sloppy. Nobody's that ignorant. Nobody's that undeveloped when it comes to this. If this is a regular guy, he is going to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. But like I said, when I stepped away and I got to thinking, first of all, the structure of the face. I said, there's a photo of the assailant, the assassin, the professional killer, okay? He's smiling. And I said, he almost looks like a woman. He has the features. And I thought, okay, I don't think he's from here. This very well could be a foreigner. And I thought, well, where could he be from? I don't know, y'all. I'm just guessing. The first thing I thought, maybe somewhere Russia, Poland, somewhere from that region. Then I thought, okay, what about Jerusalem? Somewhere over there where you have these beautiful features. They're not really dark. You remember they referred to him as a light skinned male. They're not really dark. They're not really light. It's that creamy texture, that beautiful creamy texture where wait a minute, you're white, but there's also something. There's something in there. And I thought, Albanian. Could he be from Albania? I don't know. That crossed my mind. Doesn't make me right. I'm just sharing my thoughts out loud. But prior to his death, the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson, was facing a lawsuit. I told you he was under investigation. He and others were under investigation by the Department of Justice. He was facing a lawsuit accusing him and other executives of insider trading related to an ongoing Justice Department investigation before he was fatally shot outside a New York hotel on Wednesday morning, December 4th. Listen, the man cashed in. He took his Mario coins. He dumped over $15 million of stock. Not only did he give a big fat FU to the investors, he also gave a big fat FU to the Justice Department. Brian Thompson was one of the 3 United Health Group executives named in a class action lawsuit filed in May that accused them of dumping millions of dollars worth of stock, while the company was the subject of federal antitrust investigation, which investors say they were not immediately disclosed. The details were not immediately disclosed to them, nor did they know. Brian and his friends, let's talk about it. I'm going to find this lawsuit. Brian and his friends thought, you know what? It's big bank take a little bank. So I'm going to get my shit. I'm going to cash in my money. And he actually cashed in more than what he made annually because his salary was $10 million. So he and his friends, listen, dumped all of their stock and made off with bank. They made off with bank. Would this not piss you the hell off if you were an investor? Hold up, homeboy. You're playing with my money. And not only are you playing with my money, you didn't let me know. Deny, delay. You didn't let me know. Deny. And when I asked you, you lied about it. You denied any knowledge. Delay. Delayed communication is still in the game of billionaires. When you start to get to the higher ups and all of that, is still delayed. Is still a delayed form of communication, which means I can't trust you. United Health was aware of the Department of Justice investigation since at least y'all last year October 2023. Instead of them disclosing this material investigation to investors or the public, the boys, the good old boys, oh, these good old boys, I'm sorry, they sold more than $120 million of their personally held United shares. The suit filed by the City of Hollywood Firefighters Pension Fund watch this. Brian Thompson was being paid over $10 million annually by United Health Group. Brian, you may have gotten a bit greedy. Wait a minute. So if they cashed in over $120 million of their personally held shares, watch this. Remember, I told you United Healthcare carries a policy on key people, key persons of interest, a long-term health insurance policy. Just because you leave the company doesn't mean the policy goes away. As long as the owner of the policy, which would be United Healthcare, keeps up the premium, it's good until it expires. Let's talk about it. Typically, these policies are issued depending on the age of the CEO, on average, probably for a 10-year term. Okay, because Brian was considered middle age when he was appointed as CEO in 2021. Typically, a 10-year term policy, which can be taken out for up to 10 times the amount, right, of your annual salary. You do the math. Let's talk about it. You do the math. As a matter of fact, don't worry about it. I'll do the math for you. I've done it before. If we take 10 million, I'm typing it in. Hold on, work with me times 10 times the annual salary. Okay, we can call it even. We're talking $100 million that United Healthcare will recoup in their losses since Brian and his homeboys decided to play with the investors' money. Now, you better bet your bottom dollar United is scrambling to make sure that they give a little bit of that inconvenience and they take care of the inconvenience that the investors had to take on because of Brian's dishonesty. Now, I'm still not saying this doesn't mean I approve. I do not approve of anybody taking anybody's life. I'm just showing you how the game works. So United will probably recoup a great deal of their losses when they get the final payout of that life insurance policy. Here's the thing how life insurance policies work. You need to get through 2 good years, right? 2 good years before the insurance policy or the insurance carrier can deny any claim. He wasn't a CEO for 3 years. He was almost there for 3 years. He was a 21. Oh, maybe 3 years. Right at 3 years. Do you not find it odd? We're going to let you sit good. We're going to let you sit good and pretty past the 2-year mark. And then since you want to show your ass, it's going to be lights, camera, action. But let me continue. Nearly $25 billion in shareholder value was erased once the investigation was publicly revealed in February. Where did the money go? Thompson was able to sell off more than 15 million of his own United Health shares before the value dropped. However, the suit states, wait a minute, nearly 25 billion in shareholder value was erased once the investigation was publicly revealed. I told you, he caused a lot of these boys to lose some money. And when you cause men of that caliber that has access to that type of money, to lose that kind of money, not only do they have to answer to themselves, they have to answer to other men and other people that sit in high places. And then the people within United. I told y'all this runs deep. It was the first time that Thompson had sold shares since becoming the CEO of the company's insurance division in 2021. And this was reported by Crane's New York Business reported in April. Okay. Attorneys listed as representing Thompson, listen, you better run, in the suit did not immediately respond to HuffPost's request for the comment Thursday. I wouldn't respond either. I will be on the first fucking flight out headed to some third world third world country in Mexico somewhere if I was his attorneys. Police have not yet identified a suspect or possible motive. Oh, we know the motive. Money, money, money in the shooting as of Thursday morning, and they won't. The assassin was able to take off on a bike, and he's probably sitting comfortable in his fuzzy shoes, headed back to his country on a private jet. Okay. And that's why he left the shell casings. I don't think, now that I think about it, the shell casings, I believe, could be to the others. Deny, defend the people that defended him, that denied this. I don't know. Deny, defend, depose. That's what the bullets, the casing said: deny, defend, and depose. That is a message to somebody else. Oh, that is a message to somebody else. Deny, defend, depose. The meaning. What is the symbolism? That's a threat. That's a warning. He was made an example of. They say these words resemble a three-word tactic that insurance companies are commonly accused of using to deny insurance services and payments. The phrase I'm sorry. The phrase delay, deny, defend is also a title of a 2010 book that is said to expose insurance injustice and explain how consumers and lawmakers can fight back. Listen, I think they took what it means in insurance industries, but it really means something more sinister. Okay. They said that his wife, Paulette, shared that her husband had been the subject of threats related to a lack of medical coverage. Girl, stop. Y'all just trying to point us down a rabbit hole. But what do you think? What are your thoughts on the inside trading? I didn't realize we were talking about this amount of money. Hell yeah, you're going to piss somebody off. Let's hear your thoughts. Let's take it to the chat.